Let's go. Let's get that energy up.
I love that. I love that. Casey has set the scene. There is one person between you and $250,000. 9 points, 10 minutes. Let's get it.
There we go. The buzzer just sounded. We about to check ball. Of course, the higher seed will get the basketball first. So that's going to be our guy, JJ John Jordan, who's making his way back to the top of the key. All refs are there. And it's that go time.
I hope y'all are all at home saying, OBL. It is in my head.
It got a little catch to it for real. The DJ, he been rocking all night too. Before the game, he got me in my bag. He was playing some of the throwbacks. DMV, if you're still listening, I'm not quite sure because our guy, Uncle Scoob, got knocked out, but he played the butt. That had me going off in here. Y'all don't know nothing about that EU.
What I love about this matchup right here, look at them. They're all putting it in.
Yep.
They're all getting it. They know that this is, you know, it's a competition, but we're all friends. We're all here for the same reason. I love that these two guys are the two that have made it to the final right now because two just amazing human beings off the court.
Yeah,
I'm so excited for this. The refs are in it. These guys are in it. Let's go.
And I gotta say, shout out to the refs because all three of them have been a part of every single game today. So the refs haven't gotten no break either, but it's okay because we here. JJ with the ball.
JJ up top, tries to put it up. A little block by Beamon. Gets by Beamon. Up and under. That one is good for the first bucket.
And that's what happened in the semifinal for JJ. Uncle Scoob got into foul trouble. He continued to attack, and that's what he's going to continue to do against George Beamon. But George Beamon, he's not a three-point shooter. But in the championship game, oh, that's what I'm going to be today.
I mean, you cannot be a long shooter, but if it's open, he's going to take that, and he takes the lead 2-1. JJ looking to attack Beamon, gets to the right-hand side, loses his grip, puts it up for the fadeaway turnaround. It is good. These two are on fire.
Man, that is a tough shot, and that's what the championship game is all about, right? The best of the best. Two people standing in this one, and they some buckets.
Beamon trying to bully his way down there. JJ really standing his ground. Beamon steps back, puts up the long two. That one's no good. JJ chases that one down. He's looking to see if he has any space to pull it real quick, but waits for the defender to get set, pulls it up at the corner. The elbow jumper, no good. Beamon with the board.
JJ, he typically gets that friendly roll right, but not that time.
Beamon looking to break it down. Another long two. That one just cannot connect. JJ brings it out to the corner.
That's a good look by Beamon. You have the space, but I'd rather see him attack the rack. You're the bigger opponent here.
There we go. A good foul by Beamon there because you don't want to give JJ the wide open bucket. It is his second foul, so something to keep in mind is JJ is a phenomenal foul shooter.
Yes, that, and he does a great job of knowing how to draw fouls. I think that's the art, the way you have to put your body into people. Of course, on that one, George Beamon just wraps him up because he's so fast. I'm not going to just allow him to blow by me, so therefore, the opponent has to foul him.
JJ's really liked that elbow jumper there. That one just a little bit too short. Again, we're under 8 minutes now in this game. He's coming off of a game like 10 minutes ago. Those legs are starting to burn a little bit.
Yeah, the turnaround has been crazy here, but again, it makes it more competitive because both guys are tired. George Beamon with the answer right away takes the 1-point lead.
This has been incredible offense so far. We've seen some defensive games on the way to get here in those semifinals, but this is all about who can put the ball in the hoop. JJ looking to break down the defender, turns the corner, goes up. That one cannot fall. He falls all the way on the baseline. He's got Paul Pierce. Paul Pierce and Mike the ref helping him out, but that's going to be another foul on Beamon. That's his third.
So that's something to really watch out for. 7 minutes left on the clock, 3 fouls. John Jordan is going to continue to attack that basket, so, and I would say rightfully so. If you're going to continue to foul me and I get a chance to win this game from the stripe, but look at the throwing shot again, 250K on the line. I'm going to do it by all means.
JJ, he was just asking the refs how many fouls he's got. He knows. He wants to be aware for when he's attacking and when he's going, because he wants that foul call right there that he tries to emphasize. That one's not going to get called. It's out of bounds. Though they're going to say that it was tipped. They're going to say it was tipped, so he's gonna get the ball back, it looks like. The refs are going to get together. You don't want to guess on a game like this. This is a lot on the line to make a guess call, so they're going to see if it was either tipped and it'll stay with 2 seconds on the shot clock, or they're gonna move it back. They're gonna put 6 seconds on the shot clock. It's gonna stay with John Jordan up top.
Well, 6 seconds is a lot of time for JJ to operate. We already know how shifty he is and fast. I think he's gonna be able to get a bucket off in this time.
Just over 6 minutes to go. JJ turns the corner on the left-hand side, puts it in, and the foul. That is a huge possession for John Jordan.
It is, because not only does he get that and one bucket, but George Beamon picks up his 4th foul.
Beamon. He's looking to see if JJ makes the move.
I keep saying it. George Beamon is not known for that 2-point shot. He's really good at attacking the basket, but in the championship game,
look, he took a jab step.
Yep.
JJ didn't move. He took another jab step. JJ didn't move. He said, okay, let's go.
He's staying in his pocket. You're going to dare me to shoot this too? I'm going to shoot it. On the other hand, a foul is called. So now
JJ's gonna go to the line, and this is exactly, if you are John Jordan, this is what you want. You're gonna head to the line. He shot 100% from the line in the last game.
And I wanna say, out of his 9 points, 5 or 6 of them was probably free throw.
Yeah, I was gonna say around 5 as well. He sinks it again. That's his bread and butter right there.
Yeah, I'm honestly, and I mean, he sealed the deal at the free throw line in the last game. He had to hit 2 in the double bonus, which makes this league so unique once again. But now on the foul, on the floor, of course, JJ gives that one up.
Yeah, Beamon is so long. He takes the long steps. He has the long reach, a big wingspan, and he used it on that one. JJ was just there to kind of take that away defensively. JJ completely on top of him there. That's his 2nd foul. He's not letting Beamon get anything easy on this, nothing.
Nah, he said, we about to play football in this possession real quick. I'm gonna have to tackle you.
It's gonna be George G. Beamon ball up top. JJ, he's got 2 fouls. 4 minutes on the clock. It's a reset shot clock. George Beamon has all the time in the world. He's backing down the smaller JJ, turns around, puts it off the glass. That is JJ's 3rd foul. Beamon takes the lead 1 step further. It is 6-4.
Wow.
The pressure is on JJ now.
It is.
To get within reach. The pull through once again, that is his thing. Swipes the defender's arm. If I'm the defender, I know this.
Exactly, and at this point, he's like, I'm going to live at the free throw line. I don't really have to work for anything. The free throw line is where I'm trying to win this money at. And he's still perfect. Goes into the championship game. I'm gonna just call it safe and say that he's 7 for 7 right now.
If not more, yeah. He's laughing right now. He got Beamon. Look at this. He's so physical. Even there, he gets the N1, so he gets that bucket, but it's still a foul for him. He's got 3.5 minutes left to go. He's gonna get to the foul line again.
Absolutely, but George Beamon, where he is doing his thing is he's showing off his bag. George Beamon can shoot the 3 right now. Boom, look at that shot. That's not typically what he does, but today I'm doing that. And then a little bit of bully ball, little fella. You can't guard me down here.
Not little fella. There's George Beamon.
Oh, he gonna get on me if he hear that later.
Getting some coaching right now, getting a couple electrolytes back in him. There's a lot going on right now.
It is.
Because it's a mental game too, Ty. When you have this much on the line, it's not just about being tired and being physical. There's a lot of mental.
I would say it's about 90% mental right now. All eyes are on you at this point. Everyone's standing around the court. You have to stay locked in because you know what's on the line, that $250K. So I would say 90% of this is mental, and you gotta be focused, you gotta be locked in.
Beamon ball up top of 10 seconds on the shot clock. He went for the pump fake, pulled it back. Couple crossovers, the spin move down the middle. That one just short, and that's gonna be a shot clock violation. JJ ball up top.
I would say perfect idea by George Beamon, right? But I think a little too much on the spin. You're bigger than JJ. Make him foul you.
JJ staring him down. He's doing a lot right now. He's trying to get the advantage somehow. Goes up, off the glass, no good. George Beamon pleading his case, saying JJ pulled his jersey there, but hey, John's gonna go to the line, and like we said, he has been perfect from the line today, and it's not 1 of 1. It's a lot of a lot.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like, this is where he has lived in the past 2 games, the free throw line. And he's made his opponents pay. Obviously right now, George Beamon cannot keep up with him. I'm even thinking, do I give JJ a little bit of space at this point? Because you're not beating me by the 3, you're trying to go by me. Maybe I give you that extra step to where you now have to shoot the 3 or shoot that baby jump shot.
It is all tied up, 6-6. It may as well be nothing to nothing. 2 minutes left to go. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Beamon loses the dribble. Oh, a quick spin around through the feet on the left-hand side, puts it up. They're gonna call a foul on JJ there. That was close to being a shot clock violation.
Yeah, everybody is like, what, refs? I'm confused. They're saying that's shot clock. We got a guy over here patting his head, meaning shot clock violation. But now that's JJ's force. So does that work in Beamon's favor? I would say yes. Oh, come on, ref.
No, JJ did. JJ put his hand up before he even passed the ball to Beamon. I will give him that.
Okay.
He had his hand up that there was a sweat mark here before he even passed the ball to Beamon.
Safety first. I got it. I'm
well,
like, come on now.
especially in a one-on-one game where you are going all over the court, and it is so intense. You talk about fouls, like you can take a hard foul in this league.
Yep.
And so you don't want any water anywhere on this court because these guys are sweating too. I can see the drip even on the screen.
Oh, I can too. It's nasty if you ask me. But they're
Beamon
playing hard.
drives. He loses it. The crowd is looking for a travel there. Almost looked like he lost his balance, but it is going to be a foul call. Beamon's going to go to the line for the first time this game.
Now, Beamon has actually been quite the opposite of JJ when it comes to free throw shooting. Hasn't been too great at it, so we'll see right now where he can take the lead, what it looks like.
Beamon hits it. That is not his bread and butter, but he converts on this one, takes the lead 7-6. That puts him in position to ice it out with a 2-pointer.
But just like we expected, though, this game coming down to the wire, 52 seconds left. You have to foul the great free throw shooter again, though. But that's fine, because if JJ has to go to the free throw line, it's my ball. I can either win it by a 2, or I can get the 1 and just, have game point. But I think this does actually work fine in George Beamon's case because he gets the ball back regardless. He didn't give up a points per set.
You're right. And he sinks it. So now they've both got 7. They are both 1 basket away, 1 2-pointer away from winning this game. They are 2 points away from $250,000. George Beamon gets inside, puts it up, off the glass. What a bucket for George G. Beamon, and JJ's gonna take the timeout.
We have had a more perfect championship game. 38 seconds left on the clock. George Beamon holds the 8-7 1-point lead. This is what we wanted. This is what the crowd wanted. It's truly coming down to the wire.
I think that says a lot about who made it to the championship game too. It is truly the 2 best players out here battling it out, and neither of them have given anything up.
Nope.
George Beamon is playing his game. JJ is playing his game, and they are going back and forth. Oh, 38 seconds. It is a 1-point game.
Yep, it's going to be George Beamon's ball, but regardless, he has 7, he hits a 2, it's over with. He hits a 1, they're both going to be at game point.
I think it's JJ's ball.
It is JJ's ball out of this timeout. He was the one who called the timeout to regroup. We've seen the type of success that he's had off of timeouts. So right now, it's time for him to operate.
Yeah, I picture him going to the basket right now. He always has that burst of energy after getting a second to catch his breath. He pulls up for the long 2. That one's no good. Chases down the rebound. Ooh, that's going to be an out-of-bounds call. George Beamon has possession right now. These guys are both out of bounds, just making sure they're both okay.
Yeah, I hope that they're okay. That was hard falls. 2 guys hustling, leaving it all on the line. These are the difference makers. Look at this. JJ, yes, he does push them in the back. They fall over top of each other into the equipment a little bit, but you still got to play on. And that's what it looks like when 250K is on the line. Guys are going to give it their all. They're going to dive. But now, George Beamon can't hit it with just win with 1 free throw. He has to step up and make 2. Oh, I'm a little confused.
There was a foul there. Oh no, it's just going to be an out of bounds on JJ. Out of bounds on JJ.
No foul.
JJ's getting in on the referee huddle.
I personally thought a foul was being called in that situation, but I guess it was just an out of bounds call. So I'm super curious as to what's going on. Okay, so no foul. Beamon's gonna get the ball up top after Mr. Referee tie his shoe over there.
All right, 27.4 seconds. It's George Beamon. Game point. Everything on the line for JJ on the defensive end.
It's over. Oh!
Just misses the turnaround jumper.
Wow.
13 seconds. There's a 1 second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. JJ's got to do something here. He gets the foul call. He could keep his life alive by sinking this foul shot to tie the game up at 8 apiece. It all comes down to what he can do from the free throw line right now. 7.8 seconds left to go in this game. If he misses it, that's a huge, huge turn for George Beamon.
Well, I don't see JJ stepping up to this free throw line right here and missing. He's been clutch all evening, and he misses. Oh my goodness, everybody is stunned right now. And George Beamon, he's gonna call a timeout. It's gonna be Georgia's basketball with 7.8 seconds left. He's dapping people up. He feels like it's in his hands. Out of this timeout, if you're George Beamon, do you foul or do you play straight up? I think personally, I would play the foul game.
He has the offense. It's his ball.
Yeah. Oh, JJ, out of this timeout, excuse me. Sorry, I'm getting all discombobulated. Do you foul or play straight up? I'm going to foul George Beamon, make him go to the line. He has game point, but in order to win, George Beamon has to make 2 free throws. So that's what I'm thinking about with JJ. As soon as I get in, I'm going to give that foul up, and you're going to have to earn it from the free throw line.
Well, you said this earlier, Ty. Although George Beamon is 100%, he's 1 for 1 in this game right here.
Yes.
He has not been a solid free throw shooter in this tournament.
Nope, he has not. So that's the gamble that I would take with him. I don't want you going to the basket. Shot clock is turned off as well, so you don't want him just dribbling it out. You have to foul.
7.8 seconds on the clock. George Beamon leads the way 8-7 over John Jordan. Trying to avoid that at only 0.6 seconds off the clock. He puts George at the line. In order to win $250,000, George Beamon needs to make 2 consecutive free throws.
I'm gonna be quiet on this one because wow, this is, okay, he makes the first. One more.
1 foul shot away from George Beamon and $250,000. JJ, all he can do at this point is watch.
JJ, he's walking around, he's turning away because he knows. Oh! JJ is still alive.
The game is not over.
And that is why T-Mac made these rules, because you know how important that free throw shooting
7 seconds. It's in. JJ's got to do something. He's got 2 seconds. He puts it up. There's a foul call. JJ is going to go to the line to tie it up. Ty Carter.
We could be seeing overtime right here. All JJ has to do is make 1 free throw right here. 0.8 seconds left on the clock when George Beamon retains that possession. If JJ makes this free throw, I don't think that's going to be enough time for George Beamon to get a shot off.
0.8 seconds. JJ sinks the foul shot to keep his life alive in this game. 0.8 seconds. George Beamon. Can he do it? Does it go in? Oh! He puts up the long 2. It is so close. Everyone is on their feet in Dollar Loan Arena. We are going into overtime of this championship game.
And we already know what overtime is. It is the first to 2 points.
There we go. In the event of a tie, at the end of the 10-minute period, the players will play an overtime round. The first player to score 2 points will be named not only the winner of this game, the winner of OBL. One's basketball league.
This is so crazy.
And that could be one shot. That could be one shot.
It could be a two-pointer, but think about it. This is so crazy. Who would have thought the inaugural season of the OBL championship game goes to overtime? And it came down to what? Free throw shooting. So I'm super excited for this overtime. T-Mac is over there, he's talking to his guys. He's super excited. He put this in place for the rules to be set up just this way. Overtime, here we come at Dollar Loan Center.
You can feel the energy in the gym right now. Each player will have an opportunity for one timeout. The score will be 0-0. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Nothing changes here. The first player to 2 points will take home. Say it with me. $250,000.
Oh my goodness. So let's look at those overtime rules. Once again, KJ, the possession goes to the player who did not start with the ball.
That will be George Beamon. George Beamon will have the first chance on the offense, and we have seen how hot he has been from that 2-point line. He could have one quick shot right at the start of the time, and it could be done.
I don't foresee it being that way. I think that George Beamon is actually going to try to attack and go to the combo, but we'll sort of see. They're sorting things out right now. Refs are telling the rules of overtime to the 2 players who are on the floor. I just saw the ref point to George Beamon and said that he will get the ball first because he wasn't the one who started with the possession at the tip.
This is what it's all about. This is what everything has come down to, and I don't think Tracy McGrady could have written the story any better than this championship game on the inaugural season. To go into overtime between 2 of these guys who one came out successful in Houston, one came out successful in LA. Now they're battling together, and they couldn't decide it in regulation.
Nope, it's going to take some overtime action right here. This is something that, like I said, I didn't really expect it to go into overtime. This is the perfect written storybook ending, I would say. But who's going to tough it out? Who do you have as your favorite to get this dub into overtime?
You're gonna make me pick, huh?
I mean, we got to.
We've
been doing it this whole time.
I'm gonna go with JJ.
All right, you're gonna go with JJ. I'm gonna take George Beamon for the win. 31 years old, from New York. We've seen both of them have had a journey to get here. Both guys' lives could be changed by this $250K. They got big plans of what they want to do with this money.
They got big plans. Both these guys have played professional ball, both of them in their 30s, and both of them 2 points away from $250,000 in their pocket and crowned the ruler of the court.
Look at everybody. Everybody is on their feet.
I'm on my feet.
There's nobody sitting down in here. George Beamon has the ball overtime. We here.
8 seconds. He puts up the long 2. That could have done it. A big rebound for JJ. 9 minutes, 45 seconds, but that time does not matter right now. It comes down to the first player who can get 2 points. JJ. Between the leg, goes up for the 2, goes up, that one is so close, it does not fall. George Beamon, now 45, he puts up the 2. They are both going for one shot, take all. One shot, take all. There's gonna be a foul called there on John Jordan.
Man, that's so crazy the way that they were able to. The shorter JJ gets the block on George Beamon, huh? You the little fella now?
We talked about how intense it got when we got to the final, but now it's overtime. You can feel it. There is not one person on this court who is not on their feet.
Man, it's super intense right now. We see that the first timeout is used in this overtime. I think they're both just taking a breather, need to regroup, reset. A lot of emotions Again, I talk about at this point in time, the game is about 90% mental. It doesn't have too much to do with that physical aspect anymore, but everything to do with how locked in you have to be in order to be the first person to 2 points in this overtime period.
Ty, do you like the strategy both these guys have taken that they want one and done? They don't want to go a bucket and a bucket. They just want the two-pointer.
I think I like it because it's more so that entertainment piece that the crowd can feed into. Somebody hits a tough two-pointer and they end it, they're going to wave you off like the Dame Lillard, bye-bye, baby, it's time to go home. So let's see if that strategy is going to continue to be what they uphold.
JJ ball up top, 8 seconds on the shot clock. He drives, gets right past on the right-hand lane, cannot connect, and that's the second foul there on Beamon. Oh my goodness.
It's a little tougher, right, when all you have to do is score 2 points and you foul. In this instance, no, he didn't give up a bucket, but JJ has another opportunity to potentially hit a 2, so he gets the ball back.
JJ, a little hezzy up top, gets back. He loves that elbow there. Great defense there by Beamon. Almost off his foot there, puts up the long 2. He's open, but it's short.
And I'm shaking my head at George Beamon, because why? You don't have to take that shot. You don't have to be in a rush. He shot that from the Dollar Loan Center logo. You can scoot in a little more if that's how you want to end it off.
John Jordan goes to the right. He loves that right block, pulls it back out in the corner, puts up the long 2. That one's just long, right as the buzzer goes. That's going to be a shot clock violation. Take a quick breather. It'll be Beamon ball up top.
And he had to shoot that one specifically because that shot clock was winding down. But now I think the guys need to rethink the strategy a little bit because neither one of them are connecting from deep, but I don't know. This is a tough one.
Beamon, ball up top. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Drives right, pulls it back through his legs, spots up for the long 2. Once again, off the rim. JJ gets the ball in the corner. He drives baseline, puts it up, off the glass. We almost had our first bucket there. Beamon with the board, clears it. He's gonna drive right back at JJ. JJ playing great defense right now. They're diving for the floor, and it's JJ possession. JJ's got the ball.
Think about it right now, KJ. These guys have been playing. They played 10 minutes. Now they played about another 4.5 minutes, 14 minutes of straight basketball, and both of them, they're just sitting there like, I need to catch my breath.
You can see it.
Intense. Like, it's a lot.
Look at the intensity that you see right here. JJ knocks it out. Beamon thinks he's going for it. JJ takes the dive. Beamon dives too. They are leaving it all on the court right now.
As the saying goes, it's all heart, all hustle, and all love. But now they're trying to figure out whose basketball it is. I personally believe that JJ undercutted Beamon as they were both running for that basketball. To me, from my 2 eyes, I'm over here, I'm not wearing the stripes, but I think it should be George Beamon's basketball. And it will be George Beamon's ball.
George Beamon, a fresh 12 seconds on the shot clock. Looks to drive left. He pulls it back, the spin around. We got our first bucket.
And finally, somebody gets on the board right here. It's intense though, because what? You still have to play defense. You have to play straight up. You have to protect that 2-point line.
JJ's got to do something here. Oh, he looks to pull up a beautiful hesitation, and there's a foul on Beamon. That's his 3rd of this overtime. Oh my goodness.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a double OT. Time is still ticking.
5.5 minutes left to go. It's JJ up top. He's still scoreless in this overtime. Looking for the offensive rebound. Puts it up. That one's no good, but another foul by Beamon. That's the 4th.
Great foul by Beamon, though, right there. JJ doesn't have that chance to get a putback and get himself on the board. We have to check ball back up top. The only rough thing about that foul is so much time came off the clock, and now Beamon has to play defense for another, 12 seconds? So that can be a blow to you. But right now, since there's a little perspiration still on the floor, they get a little bit of a break.
Let's go overtime rules. Let's get this going. The next foul will put JJ at the line. But for now, he has another opportunity to put a point on the board. He pulls it back. Drives to the right, swings it back to the left.
Great defense.
He loses the ball. 3 seconds on the shot clock. And that's out of bounds. That is a shot clock violation.
Wow, you love the hustle by George Beamon. So the most important thing about that possession, right? JJ was kind of playing with that dribble out there. He wasn't able to get anywhere. He went far side to the right the whole entire time. George Beamon, got to give him the praise for pushing him that way because JJ had no room to operate. And now we're going to see another timeout on the floor. Both guys super tired. But when we come out of this timeout, it'll be George Beamon's ball up top.
Yeah, let's set the scene again. I know you're watching basketball players, but these are two men that have grinded their way here. John Jordan, 30 years old from Houston, Texas, has played overseas, played college at Texas A&M, and then you got George Beamon right here. You're seeing him, 31 years old from New York. He's got that New York swag to him.
Oh yeah, for sure. He walks out there super confident. He's in tune. He loves the game of basketball. New York is the Mecca. It has some of the greatest hoopers in the entire universe.
Paul Pierce, Tracy McGrady, both up on their feet here at the OBL Championship. This is overtime. The score is 1-0. George Beamon leads the way. It is the first guy to two. First guy to two is bringing home the cash.
And something to think about and put into perspective, these are both East Coast guys. It's about 3 a.m. back home and they're playing basketball right now.
George Beamon. He's looking to see what JJ's gonna do. Puts it up, no good. That could have sunk it. JJ's gotta put something on the board.
Oh, it's over. The first ever OBL champion. JJ, he wins it the hard way. His family, his friends, they run over to him.
John Jordan, 30 years old from Houston, Texas. He came out first in Houston. He comes out first in Las Vegas. And with a absolute Hail Mary from the two-point line, he is taking home $250,000 from the Ones Basketball League 2022 champion, John Jordan.
And what a way to win it. You hit a and one long two-pointer in the inaugural season of the Ones Basketball League. KJ and I, we're standing up over here because we are in such awe. First of all, let us give a shout out to George Beamon, who really went out there in this championship game and gave it his all. Took it to overtime. But JJ, he's the champ. He's the ruler of the court.
JJ, he's played all over the world. He loves this game. He was at every tournament along the way of this OBL league, scouting his opponents. And look how it turns out for him. He comes out on top. 32 guys entered. It is just John Jordan left standing.
And the road to get here wasn't easy, right? You have to go through 6 different cities, and the one who comes out on top is the John Jordan. And now we already know what he's gonna do with that $250K. He wants to make a jump in exercise, personal investment, an application that might be hitting an app store near you sometime soon. And he's about to walk and make his way towards the throne. We've seen the throne all weekend long, and now somebody that won somebody, John Jordan, will be sitting on top of it.
Shout out to Tracy McGrady. This is life-changing for this young man. John Jordan, the winner of the inaugural OBL.